What is up, guys? I'm Envy and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the ItsBel Cosmetics, the Flare Remix collection, and talking way too much. So if that is something that you're interested in, keep on watching. All right, so I have pivoted. There are going to be swatches up on the screen. Is that the proper term? Well, you'd be looking at it through the screen. There's gonna be swatches up like right next to me right now. So let's get right into like this little analysis portion, I guess. So I'm actually gonna do a comparison between this palette and my Sugar Drizzle Cosmetics palettes once I receive the Pizza Kitty palette. That's on pre-order. I believe it's supposed to ship this month. So that'll be coming later on, just later on. But I was asked to do a swatch and demo by a lovely subscriber of mine. Thank you so much for the idea. And so here I am. So in the swatches, I kind of have them like compared to the ItsBel Cosmetics, their first palette. It isn't necessarily for like color purposes, but there is like one similarity that I'll get into later. I just thought that it'd be fun to have like both palettes lined up swatch wise. So first up is Morganite. It's more of like a chunky formula, kind of like Bold and Stay Radical were in the, or are I guess I should say, in the Break the Rules palette. And it is a pink to orange duochrome. Star Ruby, it's more of a smooth formula. Like it doesn't, your brush doesn't dip into the pan as much. And it is a purple to red duochrome. I have that in the outer corner of my eyes. So you can see here it looks more purple, but if I look straight ahead, it looks more red and it kind of blends into like that outer corner shade. I couldn't think of the word. I got lost in my own eyes. Next is Citrine. It is a smooth formulaed orange to green duochrome. Very, very pretty. I want to put this all over my face. Next is Larimar. Larimar? I feel like I said that. Super Caucasian, but let's say it again. Next is Larimar. It is a chunky teal to purple duochrome. Next is Rosewater. It is a gold-ish to like red and teal multi-chrome. That's actually what I have in my like inner corner on like the last half of my eyelid. And on camera, to me, it pulls definitely more teal. Like no matter how I move my face, it is teal. But let me show you it in the palette. That looks like gold. And then I shift it like up into the side and you can kind of see like the red and teal in it. But straight ahead, that's gold. Next is Amethyst. I love Amethyst. It is like a regular shift, but it's like a blue purple, like just straight shimmer eyeshadow with like a warm purple shift. It's so pretty. It almost looks like ultraviolet. I love it. I love it a lot. Next is Aquamarine. It's just kind of like a blue toned green with maybe like a slight royal blue to like purple shift. Very, very slight, but I love it a lot. Next is Erinite. It is a yellow to blue duochrome. I don't know if I'd call it like yellow. It's kind of is like, it's like a chartreuse, I guess, to blue. I very much enjoy it. I very, very much enjoy it. Then next is Lapis Lazuli. It is a royal blue to purple chunky duochrome. Like this one fell apart whenever I was putting it on my brush and like stamping it onto the swatch. Just as like a quick side note, the only shades that are really like similar between the two palettes would be Eager for More and Aquamarine, but Eager for More is more of like an emerald, whereas Aquamarine is more of like that green blue with like maybe a slight purple if I squint. But the formula is the same. It's that smooth formula that's present on both palettes. There's like I'd say that there's like four different formulas in this palette. There's like chunky, like you can dip in like with your brush and put a dip into the pan. There's chunky, but you can't make a dip into the pan. There's like smooth and still blinding. And then there's like almost like a regular shimmer where it like doesn't move at all. unless you like dig, but then still that same stunning formula. So Amethyst is actually like Rebel, where it's that like harder pressed but still like stunning formula. Morganite, Larimar, Rosewater, and Lapis are more of that chunky formula, like Bold, Stay Radical, Go Rogue, and Your Choice in the Break the Rules palette. But all in all, both palettes are stunning in their own right, and I'm very, very happy to have both, because I don't, other than that one shade, there isn't a lot of like similarities. I couldn't really think of anything to really like talk about this video, and I'm sorry if that's, I don't know if that'll be like, oh man, we come to you for the talking, or if it'll be a welcome change, given that almost all of my videos this past month have been at least 20 minutes, more in the upper echelon of 30 minutes. So if you want to see how I achieved this stunning eye look, stick around. But if this is where I leave you, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on Friday for my next video. I know I've made this joke before, but Uncle Fester, yes? No? Yeah, that's it. As you can see, I look a little scary right now. Very, very dark, very, very sultry. I don't know if you can hear my neighbors. They're being a lot of
language.
I'm sorry, that's the mean word. They're being loud, period. No need to make a simile out of it if it's gonna be mean, but I always end up editing it out and putting music over it anyway. So my hair is super poofy. I'm everywhere right now. I am going to be using some of the duochromes in the Flare Collection Remixed. They're duochromes, so this is gonna be difficult, but I'll use 3 out of the 9, and that's good enough for me. Solid 33%, that'll get you through college. So Star Ruby, like I said, it's not where I press into it and the whole pan just like caves in, but it still is like a little bit soft. So I'm hoping you can see. Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, okay, so it looks blue from what I see on camera. So this is gonna be an interesting eye. When I look down, I definitely see more like red. Oh, this eye look is gonna be a hot mess, and I'm here for it. It's not too late for me to go in with the blue, but I've already stated what I'm doing, and I'm not deviating from that plan. I'm tucking this a little bit into my crease, and it looks super interesting on my crease. I'm bringing it to about halfway on both eyelids. It's blue, isn't it? But looking straight ahead doesn't look so blue. Okay, but the second, haha, I love that. So this is Star Ruby. Red, blue, red, blue. Unless it's reading the exact opposite on camera, because I made a fool of myself in another ItsBel Cosmetics video that I ended up not posting, because I was like, look, you can see the green, and now it's orange, and it was like orange, green, instead of green, orange. I got very self-conscious. I honestly feel like going in with Morganite is going to be a mistake. So before I do that, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Rosewater, just because it still is like a blue-ish red to like white, and then I'll use Morganite since it's like an orange to red to marry everything. But if this doesn't end up looking right, that'll be fun. So when I look down, it looks like blue and turquoise. When I look up, it still kind of looks like blue and turquoise, I think. Marry those two in the middle. I didn't even need to cut my crease. I didn't need to prime with glitter glue, although I probably should have for like fallout purposes. It does not match my like crease shades at all, but interesting how Rosewater works. Huh. I think this video is going to come out the week after I wrap up my Ulta employee reacts to 21 Days of Beauty. So I'm gonna say like right now, thank you so much for all the support that I've received throughout like these 21 days. And just with that series in general, it's been absolutely outstanding and I love all of you. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what comes next. So this is Star Ruby and Rosewater. Doesn't look as pigmented over here, does it? Did I not wet my brush? There we go. All right, I originally didn't wet my brush on this side, but you can really see how far wetting your brush goes when it comes to duochromes, unless I look completely insane and they still look the same, but I feel like there's a difference. So, wow, this is interesting. It looks cool. It might not match my lipstick. What am I gonna put in the middle? Do I put anything in the middle? I wanted to use 3. I feel like I'm lying to you all. Do I still go in with Morganite? Because you can't, it looks more teal to me. I don't know if the camera's picking up, but it looks like it's like a teal to bluish red. And that looks cool enough. And Morganite is an orange to red. So I don't know how that would do with like the flow of everything. I just jumped right into the makeup. I didn't even like preface this part with anything, but the crease shades I used are from my Pan That palette, my Good as Gold, and my Colourpop Whatever. So in my Colourpop Whatever palette, I used Trooper, Big Brooch, and Gold Rush. And in my Whatever palette, I used Maybe Later and Pass It On. So that's how I got this like red-ish to brown crease and outer corner. I can't talk right now. Oh, wow, is this the final look? Honestly, just mascara because this eye is hating me again. So my lipstick looks a little messy. That's embarrassing, but I guess I'll be back. I'm back. I added some mascara and some like inner corner and brow bone highlight, and I think I'm good to go. As you've seen previously, these swatches are beautiful. They look different on the eye than what I expected in the swatches, but I mean, that's kind of, I feel like that's just the nature of duochromes at this point, but it's a very interesting eye look. And I actually don't really mind it. So let me know what you think down below. Let me know what you'd like to see next. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video.